Hey, what's up, everybody? Okay, crazy exciting news. I'm here at the Silhouette Summit in Honolulu, Hawaii, which is amazing, but that's not even the most amazing part. Today, Silhouette and when I say just, I mean like 60 seconds ago, just announced the brand new, get this, Cameo 5, Portrait 4, and the Curio 2. Did I get that right? We're about to find out. Check it out. I'm coming in live from the exhibition hall. Follow me. Now there's multiple colors available, as you can see. This thing is sleek. Let's see if we can kind of just like get in there with everybody. Check that out. It's a super smooth. Look at that. I could just do that all day. But right here, they completely redesigned the roller bar, so you can just move it with ease. Right? So simple. They've also added, okay, this is nuts. This is dumb, crazy cool. A powered station on station 2. So what does that mean? If you ever used foil, like the foil embossing pens, the heat pens, you gotta like plug it in, run a wire, it gets a little messy. But now these heat pens and other tools, they actually get their power straight from the machine. It's crazy, right? This technology is so wild. It wouldn't be a new Cameo if it wasn't quieter and faster. These things, we've been seeing them in action across the floor here. They are quiet, you guys. So if you've ever been annoyed by like the previous I love the Cameo. They're a little loud. These ones are like silent. They're really cool. Another thing is that they're faster. You have to see one. I'm gonna try to get one in action here. Hopefully the demos are still running, but they are very, very fast. So already, like, I'm sold. You tell me quieter and faster, yo, I'm in, right? Another really cool feature is that we have a built-in cross cutter. So I'm gonna pick this up here. Look, you're like, wait, what happened to the cross cutter? They took out the cross cutter. No, they didn't take it out. They moved it light years ahead. So now there's a little channel right here. So when you're done with your cut, you just tell it in Silhouette Studio, you program where you want it, and it's actually gonna use this blade, and it's gonna do the cross cut for you automatically, perfect every time. So you don't have to worry about setting the cross cutter up or anything like that. It's done automatically. Now there's another new machine. This is gonna be the Curio 2. And you might be looking at this like, what in the heck is this? This is a flatbed cutter. So the way it works, first of all, it's beautiful, right? All the action happens underneath, underneath the surface. So the way it works is that you have this top portion. Can I slide it? Yeah, I don't want to break it. The top portion moves forward and back, so your substrate stays stationary. You still have the dual carriage system. The Curio 2 is going to be compatible with all 5 of the new tools that Silhouette just announced, which are pretty amazing. I'll talk about those in a little bit. But this, if like right here, you can see they have a few previews of what you could do. Look, this is framed canvas. That's because the Curio 2 has a 20 millimeter clearance. That's insane. Automatic height detection, so it knows exactly how high your product is. You could do embossing straight onto the notebook, or as before, you couldn't load it. Like this notebook, you can't load this into the Cameo. You can do it on the Curio. And then right here, this is the third of the new machines that were announced. This is the Portrait 4. This is basically a compact Cameo. I know a lot of you guys, even a 12-inch cutter might be a lot, might be a little bit big. Pretty much anything you can cut on the Cameo, you can get that cut here in the Portrait 4. It's a small format. It has been expanded to 58.5 by 11. So previously, the Portrait 3, it was an 8-inch cutter. So if you're doing print and cut, you'd have to like trim it down. But now the Portrait 4 supports 8.5 by 11-inch print media. It has the adjustable roller, so you can cut directly onto your media without the use of a cutting mat. So that's also a really cool feature here. You guys know, Big Brando, probably one of my favorite influencers of all time. And I'm not just saying that. If you go to my YouTube history, you're just gonna see a lot of Brando videos.
That's right.
How you doing, man?
Appreciate you, man. I'm good. This is a crazy event right here, man. I didn't know what to expect when Heat Press Nation asked me to come out with them. Had no ideas, blew my expectations out the water. One of the biggest things that I was really excited about is that new electrostatic.
Dude, that's a trip. No more curling. If you guys are sick of like the sticky cutting mats, this totally changes the game.
Yeah, no more sticky mats is a crazy thing. That curling, or if the glue is like really sticky and then you're fighting with the thing, this new electrostatic mat is gonna be a game changer.
Yeah, because still they have the light tack, medium tack, heavy tack, done. Electrostatic, yeah.
And what's crazy is I was telling somebody else in here was these things cut super quiet now.
Yeah, dude, quieter, faster.
Yeah.
They look cooler. I mean,
Yeah, that
I'm
too.
I'm Cameo 3 guy.
Yeah.
Cameo 4, it's cool. Cameo 5, actually we have some right here. I don't know if I want to show them. Yeah, super sick. Okay, so like, I know you built your business. You have a lot of heat transfer vinyl that you do.
Yeah.
Do you do anything else with the Cameos, or is it just vinyl?
Strictly vinyl,
Okay,
strictly
sick,
vinyl.
sick.
So a lot of what I do is I use my Cameos just to test out all my designs. So I'm cutting vinyl almost every day, if not a few times out of the day. So this is, to me, it's going to be a big upgrade for myself.
For sure. You have your eyes on a certain color?
Color doesn't even matter. I'll even take the pink one if I had to. Whatever I could get my hands
I'm
on.
gonna put this black one. If it fit in my pocket, I'll take it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You know what's crazy too is a lot of people hit me up and they're asking, well, when is a good time to upgrade a vinyl cutter? Everybody always wants to know, you know, I have the Cameo 3, should I get the 4, should I get the Plus? To me, this is going to be the biggest game changer because a lot quieter, a lot faster, and like I said, that new electrostatic mat.
Yeah.
Easy call.
Super cool.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, if you guys want to check out more info on the Cameo, of course, heatpressnation.com, but you guys need to be following Brando. Brando, where can they find you, man?
Find me at Big Brando on YouTube or on Instagram, Big Brando TV.
Awesome. Over here, another really cool advancement is that the roll feeder actually matches the cutters now. So you have a black roll feeder. Oh, look at that. She's using the repeat job function. So everybody who was missing that on the Cameo 4, it's back. The repeat job function. I know you can't hear it, but man, I wish you could because it's so quiet. This thing is super quiet. What material are you cutting right here? Oh, nice. Oh, so you're embossing. Oh, check that out. So this is the embossing tool. And it's kind of hard to capture on camera because the shadows, but so she's embossing like a figure of a cologne for samples. So that is really cool. The embossing tool has 2 different thicknesses. It has 1 millimeter and 3 millimeter wide. And it's just super fast, super quiet. I'm here with Joe Gick from Oso Joe. Man, I'm a fan. You guys may or may not have seen her from Making It Season 1. She's a finalist. So I feel like I'm in craft royalty here.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I'm honored.
No.
Yeah, so we're live at Silhouette Summit. How are you feeling? What's your energy level right now, fresh out of the announcement?
When they were announcing the new products, I was so excited because there were things I've never seen before, like the static.
Electrostatic mat.
Yeah,
Talk about there.
this is like mind blowing. Like you don't have your stuff will not stick to the sheet anymore.
It's not gonna curl.
And you can use the thinnest material, and you don't have to worry about it peeling off. Like that blew my mind.
Yeah, because you do like lots of paper crafts. Actually, you do a lot of stuff.
A lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
I like to do a lot of different stuff. And as they were releasing or showing us all the new products, I was like, oh, I can make that with that. And oh, I can do that. I was just like, my mind was like blown for sure.
For me, it's like I do t-shirts. I'm a big t-shirt guy. Heat Press Nation. We heat press t-shirts, right?
Right.
As the name implies. But yeah, so as this stuff's coming, I'm like, wait, but I could add this because I also have my own t-shirt line.
Right.
I do custom work. So it's like, wait, but now I could do this.
Right.
And now I can do that. So yeah, so I just love how sometimes like the technology like inspires the creativity.
Yes, for sure. And I love technology. Like that's one of my favorite things about crafting is like using technology in a different way to make something different than you did before.
Yeah,
because it really expands all your possibilities. You can design something on your iPad and then to put it into this machine and make it, emboss it, gold leaf it. I mean, anything like that. So I was thinking like, with the embossing machine, I could emboss leather and then I could cut it out and make earrings out of it.
And then you have the leather hole punch tool, which I was like, that's really unique, but like that's cool. And I'm sure if you're in that space of like leather craft, like that's probably huge.
Huge. Like something that maybe you couldn't do before, now you can do with all these new features, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram at osojo_, or my website's joegick.com. And my Etsy shop is Osojo Designs.
Oh, here we go. So as you can see, even the Cameo 5 is gonna have this new electrostatic mat. So there's really so many new materials that you are able to cut with these new machines that are just announced. Now, if you guys have ever tried to pull paper, like let's say you're doing a print and cut on some paper, but you're using a sticky mat, like trying to peel it off of a sticky mat sucks. I hate it. And so with this, the electrostatic mat, it's kind of like you're not even using a mat at all. So it's really, really cool. But you probably know Corrine Blackstone. Corrine, how you doing?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. I mean, I'm in Hawaii.
We can't complain.
Cannot complain.
Paradise.
Yeah. So I got to get your fresh reaction. So they just announced a couple machines. Which one just like excited you the most?
I think for me, it's the Cameo 5 because I feel like that does a lot. Plus, it comes in really cute colors.
Yeah.
It's all about the colors.
I'm going for the black one. My first thought was Darth Vader.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the black, but I also really love that marble one.
Yes.
She's very classy.
Has a cool name. What is it? Bianco Carrara? I don't know. It's a cool name. Yeah. I feel like they own a yacht, whoever they are.
Right.
Yeah. Bianco owns a yacht.
For sure.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Choo shoes.
And oh yes, can't forget the Jimmy shoes. Yeah. So question. So now you do a lot on your channel, and be sure to check out our podcast episode coming soon, where we dive a little bit more into it. But like for you, what do you think? What projects do you foresee, like being able to do the most with the new Cameo products?
I am really excited to show people the new electrostatic mat. That is so cool. New technology. How fun is that? And plus that new cutting technology they have. I'm really excited to try that out on some of the more intricate paper products because I don't love doing paper crafting because of the way it cuts. And I think this might change my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, but not this stuff.
No.
Not the new stuff.
No, I'm really excited.
Don't already follow her, Corrine. Where can everybody find you at?
You can find me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Just search Corrine Blackstone. I'm literally the only one. And I love to do tutorials. And if you want a tutorial, feel free to reach out and request one.
Check this out. This is the Curio 2. This looks unlike anything you've really ever seen. This is a flatbed cutter. And as you can see, it's sketching directly onto a canvas that's already been mounted onto the frame. So this is framed canvas getting marked up directly. And if you look at this, it's like, wait, what in the heck is this? This is what we call like a flatbed cutter. So it has so many different advantages. As you can see, thick materials, that's just one of the advantages. So using something thick, I want to say the new clearance is something like 20 millimeters. Now this is beautiful. I like it because all the action is below deck right here, right? So you don't see any machinery. The way it works, and I'm sure you guys saw it on the other video, is this whole top platform moves forward and back. Of course, Curio is gonna get driven left to right. It does have the dual station. So check this out. So you have a 12 by 12 inch work area because you could cut, you could imprint. It does have the powered station right here. So your foil embossing, now you could do that on like a multitude of different projects, which is really, really cool. So this is the Curio 2. Cameo 5, we showed that a few seconds ago. But yeah, I think this really just unleashes a whole new realm for me. Like there's so many new things I could do. As you can see in this picture right here, they have a wood panel loaded up. You can see here, they're like embossing with gold foil notebooks. So like, these are just different projects that I would not have thought of. I know you could heat press onto there, but there's some surfaces that cannot be heat pressed. You just don't want it, you're gonna ruin the material. So for sensitive stuff like that, where you wanna be doing like gold embossing, the Curio 2 is really cool. And I'm here with Alicia Harris of Crafts of a Different Shade. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you, buddy?
I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. I'm a big Silhouette fanboy. So like anytime they have anything new, like I'm in. So
Well,
just tell me where to buy it.
You deserve to be a fanboy and a fangirl of Silhouette because it's amazing. Like
Yeah.
the technology, I know people talk about it all the time. Like either the software intimidates you or you love it. Me personally, I love it. Don't let it intimidate
Love
you.
it.
Don't let it
Yes.
intimidate you. It's like intuitive, it's intricate, it's cumbersome, but once you get it down, and you can do so much with the Silhouette.
Yeah.
So much.
So actually, speaking of technology, like, were you excited about the new Silhouette Studio updates?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about the app. You can trace in the
Dude,
app. Come
yes.
on, man. Come on.
My
come
big
on.
beef with the app was that I don't want to say that it sucked, 'cause I feel bad like saying that anybody's work is cheap, but
Right,
like
right.
it wasn't very useful to me.
So we need some UI updates, and they gave you that. They gave you that. They gave it to us.
The people,
Yep.
and they're like, yes, we got you.
Can we also talk about how they heard us and they made the machine quiet, so we don't have to hear it
Quiet,
anymore?
faster. The repeat button. You know what's funny
repeat
is
job, for
because
real.
I do sales too at HPN, and so like I get that call like, what happened to the repeat when they first launched the 4?
Yep.
Everybody.
No.
Why'd they take away my repeat? Or they would ask me, where's the repeat job? And I was like,
It ain't there. You
It's
gotta run
gone.
it again. Run it through. Put your settings back in. So now we got got all that good stuff back. We got a quiet machine. We're not gonna wake the baby. You know, I used to when I first got my Silhouette, I was like, I'm gonna wake this whole house up running this freaking machine. You know, so now it's so quiet. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Yeah.
It can
Nothing
put
stopping
multiple
me.
sheets at one time.
Quit playing with me.
That's
You
crazy.
do, I know, multiple materials at once. Yeah, so I'm super excited about that. Yeah, so that's really what I want to go into. And then the fact that we can adjust down the rollers. So you can go from like a 5-inch to a 9 to a 12. So that's where I'm going with that. Yeah. That's
I
where
love
I'm
it.
going. I'm going with
And then
that.
before we let you go, where can everybody find you online?
So you all can find me on Instagram. I actually really did like a little change, but we're still crafts of a different shade. Find me everywhere on the internet there. But if you want to find me on Instagram, it's Alicia Does the Most. Because like you said, I do a lot of different stuff. And there's no stopping us, y'all. We're going to do all these crafts. We're going to have fun. We're not going to limit ourselves. Let's not limit our creativity. Let's have a ball. Let's do it all.
Amen.
Amen.
That's good stuff.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, check this out. So engraving. This is the Power Engraver tool. We got some friends here, so we're gonna be nice. We're not gonna like interrupt anybody's live, but check that out. So now what this tool is doing, this is a power tool. So it has an engraving tip that's actually spinning really fast to give you super duper clean lines. That piece of acrylic is probably about like a 1/4 inch thick, maybe. We're looking at probably about, I don't know, yeah, about a 1/4 inch thick, I would say. Don't quote me on that. But look at how it's doing this. And this is the benefit of having a flatbed cutter because it's moving across the surface. So your media, it stays perfectly stationary. So this is another example of the power tool. So if you guys have used like the gold foil embossing, you know that you get like a special pen, you plug it in, and it's kind of a hassle, right? Well, this heat pen, it actually gets its power from the machine and it engraves for you. So look at this, you can now do this in the Silhouette Cameo 4. So yeah, so again, this is absolutely amazing. Everything's been completely redesigned on the Silhouette Cameo. I'm torn between getting this one and the Plus. But you know the Plus is still small, so I think I'm gonna get it. I think I'm gonna get myself the black one. This one is like speaking to me. Like, I feel like if Darth Vader had a vinyl cutter, it would be this. Really nice. It's really slim and compact. I've had my Cameo. I started with a Cameo 2, have the Cameo 3. At the office, I have a Cameo 4. And then now, you guys, you know I got to, Cameo 5. And then this one, check it out, Bianco Carrera. Doggone, that sounds just like somebody that I need to be friends with. Like, sounds rich, man. And so it's gonna come with this really cool kind of marble design on there. Again, that lid, super smooth, super great. We're here with Myra from Crafting by Myra. Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time. We kind of interrupted her lunch, and so we really appreciate you for talking to us and our subscribers, our followers. We're in Honolulu, right?
I couldn't believe it. It's my first time here. It's my first time in Hawaii, but also my first time at the Silhouette Summit. So just being here and leading up to the event, I've been excited to know what machines are coming out. I started using the Silhouette software, years ago.
What was your first machine?
I didn't have a machine, just
Just the software. Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Okay, so I work a lot with vinyl. So the offsetting, vinyl cutting settings in the Silhouette software is so much better than the other one.
To me, putting text on a path, on a circle, is just so darn easy. Yeah.
So that's when I first started using it. So of course I knew of the brand. It's like one of the leading competitors out there. So just being here, my initial reaction was I want one of each.
right.
But no, I'm really excited about the Curio 2. That's the one I'm most hyped about.
The flatbed.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I'm torn between. We have the 5 Plus in the background right here, but if it comes in black, sold.
Yeah.
Right now, I think I don't know. I forget what the release is, but seeing the Cameo 5 in black.
Yeah.
Dude, sold. Matte black. Matte black, you guys.
So sleek.
Yeah, it looks super cool. So what do you think is going to be your main application? Because you say you do vinyl. Are you still like focused on vinyl, or what do you think you're going to be using your Cameo for? Or your Curio for?
So I like to use it for like everyday crafting in paper crafts or vinyl. I do more vinyl than paper craft anything. The last time I did a paper craft was like a graduation banner. But for me, it's really important. My everyday use is vinyl.
Nice. Okay.
Or decals and stickers. I use a lot of sticker paper. I run it through. So my favorite feature of the Curio 2 is actually the thickness and material that you can use.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been wanting to get into painting. I'm not a painter. I'm in the crafter space, but I don't have an artistic skill in my soul.
So like freehand, right?
So I'm like, but if you have a stencil drawn out on a canvas, take your paints, and like you can be a Picasso. That
There we go.
so that's what I'm excited about, because I've been wanting to get into that, and just the sensitivity of the blade to be able to cut through like tissue paper. So if you're a small business owner, you can make your own confetti. You can make, for your packaging. The like opportunities are endless for that machine. So I'm really pumped about that one.
Yeah, I love how when they were announcing, like, just different ideas just get sparked. Like, I can do this, I can do that.
everything down. I'm like,
Yeah.
you can do this, you can make this. So totally.
Super cool. Like, I really want to thank you for taking the time out to just talk to us about the new machines. Like, and you guys, again, we're live at Silhouette Summit, Honolulu, Hawaii. It doesn't really get better than this.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. Awesome. Now, where can everybody find you online? You got to tell them.
You can find me on Instagram. I'm the most active on Instagram. I do have a YouTube channel where I have some tutorials up there. They're both Crafting by Myra, and that's where you can find me.
We have the Cameo 5 and 5 Plus. We have the Curio 2, and we have the Portrait 4. These are brand new machines, brand new features, lots of amazing technology behind it. So be sure to look out for updates on Silhouette Studio, on the new technology, the new accessories, everything. Make sure you check it out, you guys. Of course, for everything you need, you can go to heatpressnation.com. And for details on the Cameo 5 specifically, go to heat.press/Cameo5. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me for now. Be sure to keep following us, though. We have updates coming live all day today. All righty, we'll see you.